Escort Cosworth and the Focus RS. Ford legends from different eras with almost identical power. But which is quickest today? The Escort Cosy was launched in 1992, costing nearly £25,000. Its bespoke body was hand-built by Germans, and the 2-litre turbocharged engine whisked it to 60 in 6.2 seconds and 140 miles an hour. Petrol heads wanted to drive one at all costs. It became such a joyrider's favourite that for a while, Escort Cosworth came with 5-figure insurance premiums. A decade later, in 2002, Ford finally decided the Focus deserved the rally sports treatment. With a price tag of £20,000, the front-wheel drive RS came with designer motorsport goodies like Brembo brakes and an AP racing clutch. And just like the Cosworth, it uses a 2-litre turbocharged engine, but is a fraction slower to 60, though it has a slightly higher top speed of 144. So, which will be quickest around the track? We'll start with the wing.
It's been 15 years since I first drove an Escort Cosy, and I am still so excited about it. The interior is pretty simple by today's standards, and I am sat on the plumpest of plump seats, which make me feel as though I'm driving on top of the car. Nevertheless, I can still make full use of the 227 bhp. However, it's the cornering speeds which surprise me the most. They are high because the 4-wheel drive system allows me to put the power down early on in the corners, and that turbo engine just boots me out of it. I can't believe it still handles so incredibly well after all these years.
But will it be quick around Anglesey? Start the clock.
Long right-hander, 80 miles an hour on the exit, 90 miles an hour, 6,000 RPM, 6,500 RPM, into 4. Nothing fancy or trick to this 5-speed gearbox, just a straightforward throw. Fantastic steering down to second. The brakes are still superb. Good girl.
And it crosses the line in 1 minute 28.5. Time for the Focus.
It is really surprising that this Focus RS is 10 years younger than the Cosy, but it's not more powerful or even quicker from a standing start. And you'd think that without the 4-wheel drive system and big rear wing, it would be lighter, but it's not. However, it does have an engine that is an excitable one and one that you just want to thrash. It's got a limited slip diff to try and stop the tyres from spinning, and it does a pretty good job. It's very keen to hoon round the bends, but it doesn't do it in that sort of beautiful fashion that the Escort does.
So the big question, can it beat its cult hero brother? Start the clock.
I'm really having to fight the power, whereas with the Cosy, I just planted the throttle and it took control and sorted me out, gave me a good exit speed.
At the first checkpoint, the Focus is trailing by half a second.
Onto the back straight, 80 miles an hour, 6,000 RPM. Oh, 110, just kissed 110 before onto the brakes down to second.
By the second checkpoint, the Cosworth has increased its lead to 1 second.
Okay, coming to the last set of corners now. Maximum boost of that turbo there.
And it crosses the line in 1 minute 29.9, nearly 1.5 seconds behind the Cosworth.